Hare Krishna. So we will start for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. For today's Bhagavatam class. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदना ब्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदना ब्रज जनरंजना यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा रस बिहारी राधा रस बिहारी श्री राधे जय राधा रस बिहारी राधा रस बिहारी श्री राधे प्रभुपाद 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 निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस ऐसे भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन बिपटी फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। श्री श्री राधा रास बिहारी भगवान की जय। श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जी की जय। श्री श्री गौर निताय भगवान की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gaurang. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिके। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Canto number 1, the chapter number 2, Divinity and Divine Service, and Shloka number 9. धर्मस्य ह्यवर्गस्य नार्थोऽर्थायोपकल्पते नार्थस्य धर्मकान्तस्य कामो लाभाय हि स्मृतः धर्मस्य ह्यपवर्गस्य नार्थाय कल्पते नार्थस्य धर्मिकान्तस्य कामो लाभाय हि स्मृतः धर्मस्य ह्यपवर्गस्य नार्थाय कल्पते नार्थस्य धर्मैकान्तस्य कामो लाभाय हि स्मृतः। हरे कृष्ण। तो आज तो जूम से क्लास हो रहा है, तो मुझे पता नहीं जो भक्तगण मंदिर में है वो अगर श्लोका बोलते भी है तो भी वो मुझे पता ये नहीं होगा। तो जो बाद में भक्तगण 3 बार बोलते हैं उसको थोड़ा सा हम स्किप करके डायरेक्टली वर्ड टू वर्ड ट्रांसलेशन में चले जाते हैं करके। धर्मस्य occupational engagement he certainly अपवर्गस्य ultimate liberation न not अर्थः end अर्थाय for material gain उपकल्पते is meant for न neither अर्थस्य of material gain धर्म एक अंतस्य for who is engaged in the ultimate occupational service कामः sense gratification लाभाय attached attainment of he exactly smritah is described by great sages. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All occupational duty engagements are certainly meant for ultimate liberation. They should never be performed for material gain. Furthermore, according to sages, one who is engaged in the ultimate occupational service should never use material gain to cultivate sense gratification. Purport. We have already discussed that pure devotional service to the Lord is automatically followed by the perfect knowledge and detachment from the material existence. But there are other who consider that all kinds of different occupational engagements, including those of religion, are meant for material gain. The general tendency of any ordinary man in any part of the world is to gain some material profit in exchange for religious or any other occupational service. Even in Vedic literatures, for all sort of religious performances, an allurement of material gain is offered. And most people attracted by such allurements are blessings of religiosity. Why are such so-called men of religion allured by material gain? Because material gain can enable one to fulfill desires, which in turn satisfies sense gratification. This cycle of occupational engagements includes so-called religiosity followed by material gain and material gain followed by fulfillment of desire. Sense gratification is the general way for all sort of fully occupied men. But in the statement of Sutta Goswami, as per the verdict of Srimad Bhagavatam, this is nullified by present shloka. One should not engage himself in any sort of occupational service for material gain only, nor should material gain be utilized for self gratification. However, how material gain should be utilized is described as follows. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरों वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं स्वाग्रजातान् सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं त्वं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च। हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते दिव्यै गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you to today's Srimad Bhagavatam class, the first ever Srimad Bhagavatam class, which is totally from the Zoom. The Srimad Bhagavatam class of ISKCON Goregaon West from Narayangao, Taluka Junnar, Jilla Pune. Hare Krishna. So thank you very much for attending today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. As again and again we have been reminded in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam that Srimad Bhagavatam doesn't propagate any kind of a dharma, artha, kama, moksha, which is mostly propagated by the other Vedic scriptures. Sri Vyasadeva, he wrote extensively so many scriptures. The scriptures including the Puranas, Upanishads and all kind of a scriptures he has been written. But the problem happened that even after writing so many verses, so many different kind of scriptures, he didn't uh, glorified the Supreme Personality of Godhead enough. And most of the scriptures has been given preferences on dharma, artha, kama and moksha. Okay, how personality any person who is in the material world can perform his occupational duties. As per those duties he will get a certain kind of a artha or certain kind of benefits, and with that benefit he can engage himself in a different kind of a sense gratification. So that is the way most of the scriptures has been telling. But Srimad Bhagavatam is such a wonderful scripture and such a highest of all scriptures that whatever such kind of a sense gratificatory or falashruti has been given by following certain religious processes has been denied by the Srimad Bhagavatam. So many times, if we do certain kind of a pujas in our homes or anywhere, they say, see, by performing this puja and by hearing such kind of a katha, you will get such kind of a falashruti. जो भी ये कहानी सुनता है उसके घर के ऊपर भगवान का आशीर्वाद सदैव बनता रहता है, उसके घर में उसके बीवी बच्चे बहुत अच्छे से रहते हैं और उसके घर में कभी भी लक्ष्मी की कमी नहीं होती है। ऐसी कथा सुनने के बाद ये सब कुछ फलश्रुति प्राप्त होती है। इस पद्धति से बहुत सारे फलश्रुतियाँ हम हमारे जीवन में देखते हैं। बराबर है। श्रीमद् भागवतम इनसे बहुत श्रीमद् भागवतम इज वेरी मच डिफरेंट than this. Srimad Bhagavatam will never tell us what kind of a Falashruti, especially the material Falashruti, will be given to us by hearing such kind of particular katha. So, in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam, if you see, if we hear any kind of a katha, whether it is Ajamila katha, whether it is Gajendra, Moksha, or any kind of a katha, Srimad Bhagavatam gives a Falashruti. But that Falashruti is not a material Falashruti. That a Falashruti is actually a spiritual, Adhyatmika. And mostly the Falashruti is about how a person can purify his heart, how a person can cultivate the devotion to the heart. Now, if a person on the maturity of his knowledge, maturity of his devotion, is writing certain thing. That means it has to be supposed to be most realized thing and most highest thing in the entire world, right? So just like if somebody is performing a graduation, that's nice. Then he or she goes for a post graduation. That is also good. But when that person does a PhD into particular subject matter, it is considered that regarding that particular subject matter, he or she has the highest of that knowledge. Not highest, but higher than the others. Highest knowledge is towards Krishna, not others. Okay, so that person has a very good kind of a knowledge about that particular subject matter. This is what we can understand. Similarly, when a person has written all kind of scriptures, Mahabharat, Puran, Upanishads, all kind of scriptures has been written, and now he is at the maturity of his devotion and he's writing Srimad Bhagavatam. And in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is also said, Yasvanubhavamakhilam Shrutisarameekam Adhyatmadipam Atititershitam Tamo Andham Samsarinam Karunaya Purana Guhyam Tam Vyasashunam Upayami Gurum Munina. Not only Vyasadeva, even his own son, Shukadeva Goswami, at the maturity of his devotion, and by understanding the essence of entire scriptures, if he is now trying to tell us this is what the ultimate sar of all the scriptures which has been we are talking about in throughout the creation, that particular sar, that particular ultimate knowledge, the sense of entire knowledge, the king of entire knowledge is this Srimad Bhagavatam. So that after our ancestors, those who are so realized and not only realized, they are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vyasadeva is a literary incarnation of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So if they are saying Srimad Bhagavatam is most important, how much seriously we should take it? Srila Prabhupada, he just went to foreign land, Western land, America, with this Srimad Bhagavatam itself. There was nothing with Srila Prabhupada, only the 40 rupees in his pockets and the trunk of Srimad Bhagavatam. And on the basis of this Srimad Bhagavatam, on the strength of Srimad Bhagavatam, when the ISKCON has been established in 1966 by Srila Prabhupada, with all kinds of odds, whatever is coming, and the obstacles were coming in Srila Prabhupada. That was Srila Prabhupada's faith that if we distribute books just by listening to these books, just by reading to these books, just by touching to this book, people will be purified. Right? So that is the ultimate strength of Srimad Bhagavatam. There are innumerable stories about Srila Prabhupada's books. Just by reading or seeing or hearing about those books, people got the devotional service into their life. And so these are so potent. There are more often four things which we should remember in our life. Books are the basis, preaching is the essence, purity is the force, and utility is the principle. These are the four things which has been taught by Srila Prabhupada to us. What are those? Books are the basis. Our foundation of our devotional service is the books. Any religion, any faith, any sanstha or organization, if we see, all these are based on a particular books. Whatever the knowledge, whatever the realizations people are taking, whatever the rules and regulations that people are going through, they are from that particular book. That we should understand. Any religion, any organization, any faith, any group, any community, even any company cannot withstand without any kind of a written format. Even companies has their SOPs, and according to those written SOPs, they work. This is what the principles of our company, and according to this, we will work. Right? So these written kind of instructions are very much important to us. So books are the basis. A person, if he or she wants to be very firm in their devotion, every day we should read Srila Prabhupada's books. Just like we require a food, in that food we require a chapati, or if you are a South Indian, then a rice, or a sambar, rasam, dal, or a sabzi, or a kind of a sweet, or a chutney, or a achar. All these varieties are required to fulfill our belly. Similarly, in our spiritual life, if we want to be a healthy devotee, if we want that our devotion should be healthy, then we also require certain kind of a basic things. Four regulative principles, 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, every day hearing about Srimad Bhagavatam and the glories of the Supreme Lord. And the fourth one is reading of Srila Prabhupada's books. These things we should always, keep very much intact in our life. Every day reading, at least, as per our time, 1 hour or a half an hour, we should read Srila Prabhupada's books step by step, not going directly to 12th canto or 10th canto, or from a small book to Chaitanya Charitamrita. First, we should read all the small books of Srila Prabhupada, because Srila Prabhupada's small books they cover one topic at a time. Okay, on the way to Krishna, matchless gift, or king of knowledge. They give essence from entire scriptures, whatever Prabhupada has realization. Then we should go for Bhagavad Gita. We should complete Bhagavad Gita. From Bhagavad Gita, we should go to Bhagavatam, first canto, second canto, third canto, gradually to 12th canto. Then we should start for Chaitanya Charitamrita. Srila Prabhupada wrote all these scriptures in his 12 years of entire preaching. And let me tell you very frankly, we will require the entire life to read these books, actually. And it takes a very much strong of our conviction to read all these scriptures. And Srila Prabhupada, he was chanting, he was traveling, he was managing, he was giving classes, he was writing, transcribing the books, and he was giving response to the letters, and all these things he was doing alone at the age of 70. So we have to just take out a half an hour or 1 hour in our day, along with 2 hours of chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and we should read all those kind of books in our life. Then and then our devotion will be firm. Otherwise, we will be a little sentimental. Philosophy without a religion is a mental speculation, and religion without philosophy is a sentimentalism. So that's why we should be always very eager to read the Srila Prabhupada's books. Just by reading Srila Prabhupada's book, we have gone through, people has gone through such a beautiful, wonderful devotional service. In Germany, there was one person. He was from Arab background. So what happened once he went to one restaurant, and in Germany, most of the restaurant, they have a one kind of a section where a person can uh, take a one book, magazine, or newspaper, and he or she can read that book. It's a free of cost till the time you are there in that restaurant. You can read those books. So his order was coming. He was a PhD student. I said, okay, till that time, what I will do, I will read certain thing. So he went, and instead of taking a newspaper, he considered, okay, I will read some kind of a magazine. So he took out one magazine, which was a kind of a strange magazine, and he started reading. And the author of that magazine, in a particular article, he says, anybody wants to know anything about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or the Lord, or the Bhagavan, approach me. I will tell you everything about the Lord. That author is His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And that magazine was Back to Godhead magazine. And this Arab person, he got so much impressed that he said he's saying it so confidently, and in entire article I haven't seen anything which is contradictory or not fulfilling to my heart. So in entire universe, if somebody knows anything about the Supreme Lord, he is that person. Just with the one article, he got so much convinced about Srila Prabhupada's devotion towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So what he did, he went to the temple, and he said, see, I read this article. I'm very much impressed by this article. I want to join your temple. So they said, okay, you can join, no worries. Who are you? From where are you? He said, okay, see, I am from an Arab background and I am from Palestine. So problem happened that as soon as they heard that he's from Palestine, what happened, during the same year, Germany was having a Olympic Games, and those Olympic gathering was attacked by the terrorists from this particular land, and many athletes and people got killed during that attack. So what this person did, this devotees did, see, actually there is no need to join the temple as a full-time person. You can be at your home and you can chant holy name. You can come to temple for the services. You can come to the festivals. No need. It's not exactly that everybody should join the temple and all these things. So that person came to know that okay, these people actually they're avoiding me. They don't want, because I'm from such Palestine and from Arab Muslim background, these people, they don't want to entertain me. So what he did, from that temple he went to Berlin, and he said to the temple devotees, okay, I will do it from my home, but just give me these clothes which you are wearing. So said, okay, go to the matchless gift shop and you can have a dhoti kurta there. So this person, he went and had a dhoti kurta from the matchless gift shop actually. And after that, he went to a barber, and after going to barber, he shaved his head and headed towards the Berlin temple. And after going to Berlin temple, he said, okay, I have been sent by the another temple, and they said you can serve here in this particular temple. And he joined the Berlin temple. And slowly, he, became very much attracted towards the devotional service. And then after that, he started following all the principles. He met Srila Prabhupada, and this person particularly from the Arab background, from the Palestine, became the disciple of Srila Prabhupada, and his name was Ravanari Das. Ravan Ari Das, the Shatru of Ravana. That was the name of his. And I think till 2004, 2004 or 2018, Prabhuji was there serving very nicely the mission of Srila Prabhupada. And then he left his body. and went back home, back to Godhead. So just one article of Srila Prabhupada's, one magazine can change a life of a person, and he can have a beautiful devotional service. So the person, the Srimad Bhagavatam and the scriptures which has been written and glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead are always mm, entertained by the people in this entire universe. Uh, there is a very wonderful verse which explains this. Tadvag visargo, janatag viplavo, yasmin pratishlokamabadhavatyapi, namani anantasya kitanyat, shunvanti gayanti grinanti sadhava. The